you have to swap your need for validation for the way you conduct yourself. Now, most people will always and infinitely continue the infinite cycle of regressing through space and time. They will never grow, they will never amount to anything of significance, and it's because they validate themselves with the most insignificant of the most insignificant things of life. If you want to increase the probability of you succeeding and growing and accomplishing and cultivating and enriching your life with the richness of your character, well, you can't do that if you're validating yourself with everything that is the polarity of. And so most people will see something, see someone, something they have, and they will instantly compare themselves to what they see. If it's not what they desire, meaning it opposes their self-belief system, meaning it's superior to them in a qualitative standard, they will project their iniquity onto it. And so what you have to understand is that you have to be willing to accept that some things are just better than you. And when you accept that some things are just better than you, you now create an opportunity to grow and achieve the same thing. Most people will deny what they can't accomplish. This is why they will forever stagnate as the same individual. You have to be willing to accomplish. You must be willing to say, maybe this is beyond me, but what the fuck can I do to accomplish this? Most people will forever be stuck in a state of comparison. And this state of comparison is what is going to derail them from any path of success. And so when you compare yourself, what you're basically saying is, I don't do enough for myself to feel stable and grounded within me. So now I need to protrude and diverge my lack of self-esteem, my lack of groundedness onto what I see in front of me. And then I need to compare if I'm better, because if I am, well, now I'm validated. And if I'm not, well, now I feel devaluated. And so people believe that they can just validate you, or they believe that they can just ascribe a projection, a perceptual value marker onto you. But the only thing that validates you is your conduct. And so while most people will forever suffer in the iniquity of needing validation, what I tell you today will change your life. And you need to truly commit to validating yourself only at the highest level. No matter what you have, no matter, the people and what they say, no matter what is projected onto you, you need to be the person to say, I do this and I do this and I stick to my word. And I know for a fact that every time I step into a room, I am the hardest worker, not because my ego wants to be, but simply because I've infused and I've induced so much work into my consciousness that I now reverberate inevitability. I have the ability to be inevitable in all endeavors because I have proven to myself by holding my word, staying accountable, and compounding my wins forward through time that whatever the fuck is placed in front of me, I will overcome and I will dominate and conquer because this is who the fuck I am. Most people will forever need the reassurance of external validation, whether that's created from themselves, whether that's projected onto them by someone else. They will always crave something outside of them, and that's why you'll never have. The only thing you have is yourself, and the only thing that could possibly validate you is the ability of validating yourself at the highest level. And so while you seek external validation, all you're doing is casting the gold into the water and hopefully seeking that fish, try to validate the fact you have gold. It doesn't fucking matter. The only thing that matters is the way you show up to life. And it's always the people who don't show up at the highest level that need to validate themselves that they are something when they're not. They know it, they're not. Their actions prove it. And so now they need to validate themselves through something else but themselves. And so now you must understand that what I just told you will drastically increase the quality of your character, which, if applied diligently and intelligently and overviewed and studied, you will see that your character will reflect a higher quality of reality. Not just a higher quality of reality, but truly to be the reflection of. And so this is the work of life, to prove who you are to yourself, to compound your self-esteem, your confidence, and to be immovable and unshakable in any circumstance, no matter who, what, or whatever the fuck is in front of you. This is what creates an unstoppable, indomitable character. This is a character which will reverberate inevitability and domination everywhere you go. Not because it was ego fueled, but because you committed your soul to the commitment of soul. That fucking simple. Peace.